It's amazing to think that up until 4 to 5 years ago, the Pokémon Learning League was a lost relic of the late 2000s, with little to no chance of ever surfacing again. As a matter of fact, for a very long time, we were lucky that 3 clips had surfaced on YouTube. Nowadays, all of that has completely changed, as 100 episodes have been uploaded to this channel. But even with all that, there are a lot of aspects not too many people know about the Pokémon Learning League, and that's what we're here to do today. So, with all of that in mind, for this special occasion, we've collaborated to create a special video. With all that said, I'm the Media Nutso teaming up with LARG, and these are the 101 facts about the Pokémon Learning League. So, without further ado, let's get this video started. Number 1. The Lunar Cycle was the only lesson to feature an interactive element in its watch section. That being the next button, which would have taken you to the try section. Number 2. The Lunar Cycle was also the only lesson to give the player the option to play through again after successfully completing the lesson.
See if you can put these 6 phases of the moon in the right order.
Number 3. Some of the episodes of the Learning League are numbered, which itself led to many oddities. For example, the first episode released, The Lunar Cycle, was actually the 4th one produced. Number 4. Additionally, the earliest numbered episode is Fractions, as that one was labeled number 2. And in case any of you were wondering, no, there is no episode that was labeled number 1. Number 5. The numbering system was dropped after 40 episodes, with Friction being the last one to be numbered. Number 6. The Try section was originally called the Think section. This can be seen in the file names for Sound Energy, Light Energy, and Comparative Adjectives.
Whoa!
Number 7. Some lessons have typos in their file names, like Fractions, Friction, and Types of Angles. Number 8. While not exactly a typo, the file names for the 3 parts of adding and subtracting fractions are inconsistent, with one part being spelled with an ampersand. Number 9. Similarly, the file names for least common denominator don't exactly match the lesson's actual title, and is instead labeled as lowest common denominator. Number 10. Several of the lessons featured unused content, including graphics, audio.
Think of something you'd like to do, from learning to play a new song to learning more about your family history.
And hidden developer related text, but we'll save those for another time. Number 11. In order of operations, the answers you give during the Apply section can actually be seen on the chest at the end of the lesson. Number 12. The introductory video showed an early design for Ada, which isn't much of a change. She's depicted wearing red sneakers instead of the white heels she later gets. Number 13. Some of the lessons are relics of the time they were made and would now be seen as outdated, such as the food pyramid, which was supplanted by the nutritional plate and the solar system. Number 14. Similarly, 6 new elements have been discovered in the years since Element's original release. Number 15. The one lesson that came dangerously close to being immediately outdated before its release was the solar system. In the Try section, Pluto can be found just barely hidden off screen. It's still fully functional, has a complete fact sheet, and is even still accepted as an answer.
Try again. Which planet is closest to the sun?
What had happened was Pluto had been reclassified a dwarf planet mere weeks before the Learning League's official launch, so it underwent a very last-minute change.
Actually, a really cool thing about science is that we're always discovering new things.
Number 16. On some rare occasions, the Learning League will reference the games rather than the anime. For example, in Brainstorming, Ash brings up the Poke Flute,
A Poke Flute can wake up Snorlax, but we don't have one.
an item that was shown in the anime only once. Number 17. Additionally, Discounts uses Poke Dollars in its examples. Unlike the games where the currency is based on the Japanese yen, the Learning League instead uses them as a substitute for the US dollar. Number 18. Before it officially launched in September of 2006, the Learning League ran a pilot program earlier that year, where a handful of lessons were shown to various schools across Massachusetts, West Virginia, New Hampshire, and New York. Number 19. Among the lessons included in the pilot program were the very early versions of Story Elements, Probability, and the Rock Cycle. Number 20. Here's how early the pilot program was released. Around that time, the team hadn't come up with the mission guides, so in their place were other characters from the anime and the games, including May's father Norman in Story Elements, and Blaine in Probability. Number 21. Interestingly enough, there were two lessons featured in the pilot program that never made it to the actual website: punctuation and steps of writing a research report. Number 22. The Learning League was produced by three companies that worked closely with Pokémon USA. These were 360 Kid, who produced the lessons themselves, Entropy Multimedia, who handled the back end of the original site, and 2 animators, who produced a few of the site's assets. Number 23. In one of their highlight reels, 2 animators showed an odd clip of Ash and Pikachu in front of a hand-drawn background, which was later confirmed to be from an early version of the Learning League. Number 24. While several other companies expressed interest in producing the Learning League, 360 Kid was ultimately chosen because Pokémon USA felt they offered the best writing, animation, and overall production values. Number 25. The Learning League's lesson structure and user interface were later repurposed for the Infinite Learning Lab, aka Professor Garfield, which was also produced by 360 Kid. Number 26. The online safety episode in particular is very similar in both series, with Professor Garfield copying many parts of the lesson verbatim from the Learning League.
No. Actually, yapping is the stuff that's unique to you, that you shouldn't yap about online. For instance, like your full name, addresses, phone number, passwords, and your plans.
Number 27. The Learning League was originally intended to have background music, though this was dropped because early test groups found it to be too distracting. Interestingly, background music was later used for Professor Garfield. Number 28. 360 Kid almost turned down the project as they were initially worried that Pokemon battles would be included on the website. Though funny enough, one of Pokemon USA's requirements for the website was that the battles were not to be included. Number 29. Despite this requirement, there were some lessons that did showcase some battles, such as 3 States of Matter and especially in good sportsmanship. Number 30. Interestingly, for the aforementioned battle sequence, 3 States of Matter is one of 3 episodes where Ash appears but Pikachu does not. Number 31. Most of the Learning League's voice cast, namely the mission guides, have been a complete mystery, though the community has managed to track down a couple of them. For instance, Tessa Faye has been confirmed to be the voice for Ciara.
I couldn't have done it without your help.
Number 32. Craig Blair has the Learning League in his filmography, though it doesn't mention what role he played. Given that at this point he had taken over as the voice of Tracy in the anime, it's very likely that he reprised his role.
So if we want to investigate, we'll need a little help.
Number 33. Officer Jenny was voiced by Casey Rogers instead of Elmy Williams, who was her current voice actress at the time.
Well, I better be on my way. Goodbye.
Prior to the Learning League, Rogers had only voiced the character one other time, that being in the mastermind of Mirage Pokémon.
Oh, Joy!
Nurse Joy, what's wrong?
Number 34. This also spreads to the Pokémon themselves, as none of them were voiced by their Japanese voice actors, including Pikachu. Number 35. At some point in the Learning League's run, Quinn had changed voice actors.
And it's found naturally in some foods like meat and dairy products.
When I go to the store, I look for something called a nutrition label on every food that comes in a package.
Though unconfirmed, Todd Habercorn, an anime voice actor with connections to Pokemon's English dub, is suspected to be one of Quinn's voice actors.
I'm a gym leader too. Maybe I should rephrase that. I just became a gym leader.
Number 36. In equivalent fractions, for some reason, Ada's voice gets interrupted by a random woman.
Right. Let's start with the bread. Since there are 4 of you, we could simply divide the loaf into 4 parts.
It's likely that it was a placeholder held over from early development that wasn't caught before release. Number 37. Language Arts is the most covered subject area of the whole Learning League, with 38 total episodes. Science and Math are tied for a very close second with 37 episodes, and Life Skills is significantly farther behind with only 27 episodes. Number 38. Despite having the smallest amount of lessons, Life Skills does have the most amount of short Q&As, which were featured in 10 lessons. Though interestingly enough, Language Arts only has a mere 3 lessons with short answer prompts. Number 39. Prepositions and Prepositional Phrases is the only episode in which Ash physically appears but doesn't speak. Number 40. Giving Back is the only lesson to feature links to an external website. Number 41. On the original website, several lessons appeared in multiple sections. Measuring weight, nutrition labels, exercise, and food pyramid appeared in the science section. Media Part 1 and Part 2, listening skills, and online safety appeared in the language arts section. And reduce, reuse, recycle, and brainstorming appeared in the life skills section. Math was the only subject to not have any lessons appear in other sections. Number 42. Scientific Method is the only lesson in which multiple mission guides, Ciara, Ada, and Quinn, make a physical appearance. Number 43. Ciara does make an appearance in Problem Solving, though only as an off-screen voice.
Hey Quinn, come here quick! I'm doing an experiment and I need you!
Cool! Now I've got a problem in my life.
Number 44. Lex is the only mission guide to not appear or speak in a lesson that wasn't taught by him. He was featured at the picnic in Elements, though that was only a picture and not a physical appearance. Number 45. The mission guides all have hobbies outside of their respective subject areas. Ciara likes gardening, Lex likes to play his guitar, Quinn likes skateboarding and drawing, and Ada likes bike riding and rock climbing. Number 46. Quinn is the only mission guide to discuss his family. In iMessages, he mentions that he has a sister.
My sister and I used to fight all the time over stupid stuff, like who got to ride in the front seat in the car or pick the movie we'd watch.
Number 47. Good sportsmanship is unique for a couple of reasons. First, it's the only lesson to show Pokemon actually competing in an actual competition. Number 48. It's also the only time Jessie wins a contest against one of the main characters in any Pokemon media, cheating or otherwise.
And the winner is Cassandra!
Yes, of course I won. I'm fabulous.
Number 49. Finally, it's the only time one of Jessie's contest aliases gets accidentally revealed to the main characters.
Jessie! Whoa, from Team Rocket!
Number 50. Some characters have different looks for the Learning League, with the most obvious examples being Dawn and Misty. This was done for Dawn in order to conform to the dress codes followed by certain US schools, such as no short skirts or anything that could be seen as too provocative. Number 51. Also, Misty has a brighter skin tone than she does in the anime, though it's likely the crew was using early stock images where she did have that skin tone for references. Number 52. MC Lillian appears in Good Sportsmanship, though her character model is completely different from how she actually looks in the show, possibly due to time constraints. Number 53. Ash's hat in the Sinnoh era is simply just a recolor of his hat from the Hoenn era. This is in contrast with the anime, where Ash's Sinnoh hat has a unique design. Even by the time the final lesson was made, the team never corrected this mistake. Number 54. Some characters shared the same models, such as Eli from measuring weight and Brent from homework skills. Number 55. The backgrounds for the Learning League utilize low-res screenshots from the anime. As a result, there are times where a black cursor can be seen in the backgrounds of a few lessons. Number 56. In Self-Control, the background is actually made up of several layers of many different screenshots. Number 57. In some of the lessons like Ordered Pair on a Coordinated Grid, the team actually animated part of the background using a screenshot rather than doing a hand-drawn graphic. Number 58. Many of the Learning League's text boxes, such as the ones found in Online Safety, are oddly split into multiple parts instead of being a single text box. Number 59. Before the Learning League's official rediscovery, an edited version of Online Safety was found on Newgrounds. The file was then restored, as much as could be done, to its original form. A good chunk of what were thought to be animation errors such as these were the result of the conversion process and are not actually present in the actual episode. Number 60. The mission guides don't live in the Pokemon universe, but rather a universe of their own. This is most evident in the science lessons, in which Ciara references how their sun is different.
Well, we have a sun like yours, and that shouldn't be a surprise.
Or how the Pokemon world isn't a part of the Milky Way galaxy. Number 61. Summer in the Pokemon world is actually winter in the world of the Learning League lab. Number 62. Hot dogs and various other meats can be seen in both the food pyramid.
Okay, I love hot dogs, but it's probably not a great idea to eat them every day.
And nutrition labels. It is worth noting that these are likely from the Mission Guides universe and not from the Pokemon universe, where it's unclear whether or not people eat Pokemon. Number 63. Subject-verb agreement mentions that real-life animals live alongside Pokemon. Number 64. Goal Settings Apply section features the only questions where an incorrect answer gets no response from the characters. Number 65. Simple Machines and Media are the only lessons to be covered in 2 parts, especially the latter.
Oh no!
Number 66. The files for the latter use its original beta title, Forms of Media. This suggests that it was originally planned to be a single episode. Number 67. Bullying is the only lesson to credit one of the Learning League crew members by name. Number 68. Both bullying and cyberbullying start off with a notice about bullies, though the one featured in bullying was significantly longer. Number 69. Transforming Energy similarly begins with a warning message about the dangers of working with fire. Number 70. The dialogue for this answer in Win-Win Solutions doesn't match the text at all.
Ash calls May a scaredy cat and walks away.
Number 71. For whatever reason in Win-Win Solutions, some of the answers don't count as acceptable answers whatsoever, correct or otherwise.
Walk away from the situation and cool off.
Number 72. This question and suffixes plays the wrong audio when answered incorrectly.
Try again. Which suffix refers to how full of danger something might be?
The audio played here should be used for the second part of the question. Number 73. The correct audio is still in the files and is actually grouped together with an unused question.
You need more than one potato to make mashed potatoes.
Try again. What suffix shows that there's more than one item?
Number 74. In Friction, if you give a wrong answer during the try section, you'll be told to try again without actually being given the chance to do so.
Here are 2 different surfaces.
Number 75. The original Learning League crew consisted of only 12 people. Number 76. The Learning League's lessons were originally planned to be 3 minutes long, but as many of the topics couldn't be properly covered within that time frame, the idea was quickly dropped. Though there are some that did actually run for that long. This is further supported by the length of the videos on this channel, as the early ones clocked in at under 5 minutes, whereas some of the more recent uploads have been up to or even over 20 minutes in length. Number 77. Point of View marks the only episode to feature the narrator from the anime.
Who knows what's in store for our heroes in the future? Well, I may be omniscient, but even I can't tell you.
Number 78. The mission guides weren't the only characters created specifically for the Learning League. Some lessons featured other original characters, including but not limited to Vanessa, Linnea, and the characters from Giving Back. Number 79. Many lessons do keep track of your score and will end with the characters commenting on your performance.
You almost got them all!
Some lessons will even force you to start certain sections over again if it found your score to be too low.
How about trying those pronouns again?
Yeah, it'll be much easier to match them on our second try.
Number 80. Friction is the only episode to have unique animations made for these instances.
I warned you Rampball wasn't easy, but the more you play, the better you'll be.
Number 81. Lessons can often be glitched in a number of certain ways. For example, clicking hit in between questions in contractions will cause a soft lock.
Look for a word in the blue box that ends with the same letters as the contraction.
Number 82. In Brainstorming's Apply section, if you double-click the check button without typing anything in, The rest of the lesson will play out by itself.
Sounds good. Keep elaborate. Tell me more about elaborate. Way to go! You did it! That's one cool idea.
Number 83. Some lessons have broken elements as well. For example, this bit of dialogue in Elements implies that it's supposed to force the right answer.
It's this one.
Even though it doesn't. Similarly, this bit of dialogue in Friction implies that it's supposed to force a reset.
Friction can be a sticky subject. How about trying those questions one more time?
Yeah, Sierra's right. Let's go back and check out those surfaces again.
But then immediately continues on anyway. Number 84. The only way to get the final question in exercise wrong is to not select anything at all.
Try again.
If you click check 3 times in a row without selecting anything, it'll try to force the right answer. But since there is no right answer to force, the lesson will instead soft lock. Number 85. Despite being primarily made for the American market, some lessons do use the metric system or the British spelling of certain words. Number 86. The original site's files were located at very simple addresses. This made it possible, and in fact easy, for users to locate and download the site's files, even without a subscription. It's because of this exploit that the Learning League's files were backed up and are still accessible today. Number 87. Though he never makes a physical appearance in the Learning League, James Mime Jr. is mentioned in Elapsed Time.
Meow, you and Mime Jr. can race together since it has to be teams of 2.
Number 88. Ada is portrayed as being Hispanic. This is especially evident in later episodes where she throws in bits of Spanish into her dialogue.
Bueno.
Number 89. Most of the lessons featured on the site also have a PDF document associated with them as well. These included worksheets that teachers could have students complete for a grade. Though not every lesson has a corresponding worksheet. The lessons that don't have them are listed on screen now. Number 90. One PDF document, PLL Relationships Final Links, managed to escape being archived with the rest of the Learning League's assets. Oh, it was archived on the Wayback Machine, but it was only archived once. While the file isn't much, it is interesting to see how it just barely missed being lost to time. Number 91. The last Learning League files to be modified are PLL Research Bases and Pilot Highlights, both of which were last modified on September 21st, 2008, over 3 months after the Learning League stopped producing new episodes. Though funny enough, both of those files covered the findings of the Learning League's initial pilot program. Number 92. Ash is, unsurprisingly, the most utilized character in the Learning League, appearing in 104 of the Learning League's 139 episodes. Tracy, however, was the least utilized character, appearing in only 8 episodes. If you're curious about the other main characters, their appearances are listed on screen. Number 93. In the Rock cycle, Rock mentions that you get his name by simply adding B to the word rock.
You know, if you add B to rock, you get B. Brock.
Believe it or not, that is actually how the team came up with his English name. Number 94. If you brute force your way through this question and exercise, the forced answer will actually be incorrect. Number 95. Factors is the only episode to feature Ash's Pokemon, but not Ash himself.
Professor Oak asked me to clean them up since Ash's muck got the place a little dirty. Muck.
Number 96. This picture of Roxanne seen in prefixes bears a striking resemblance to the one used in the Pokémon Adventures manga. Number 97. Giving Back features plushies of Pikachu, Eevee, Munchlax, Wobbuffet, and Phanpy. These were based on the actual plushies available at the Japanese Pokémon stores around that time. Number 98. Brainstorming's short answer responses have a whopping 50 character limit. Number 99. In hyperbole, personification, and onomatopoeia, the posters shown at the end have different designs than the ones shown in the questions. More specifically, Eevee and Munchlax had their posters switched, thus making it impossible to recreate those posters in the actual lesson.
That looks awesome!
Number 100. The total size of all the Learning League's assets combined is 830 megabytes. Yeah, just under a full gigabyte. And finally, number 101. Despite being completely broken, the file scoreboard has a unique property, as it's the only file where you can see a version number in its drop-down menu. So, there you have it, folks, your 101 facts about the Pokémon Learning League. I hope that you all enjoyed the video and that you learned something new about the website that you didn't already know. If you're interested in finding out even more about the Learning League and its history, please be sure to check out my video on the topic. We also have a Discord server where you can join by following the link in the description. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe for more Pokémon Learning League videos. Once again, this is Media Nutso, and until next time, thank you all very much for watching.